Good morning or good afternoon or whatever time of the day it is when you are catching this episode. Welcome to 5-Minute Fat Loss and Fitness Secrets. Today, I'm going to be talking about the big lie in the fitness industry and how it's probably affecting your ability to experience sustainable fat loss results. So my name is Corey and I am your fat loss and fitness expert. For those of you who have no idea who the hell I am, I was a former fat kid and I conquered my own fat loss struggles, but I've also had the unique opportunity to help nearly 2,500 other people completely transform their bodies through my brick and mortar fitness studios and my current online coaching program. If you are joining me live for this episode, please say hi in the comments or comment live so I know that you are here. If you have a question while I'm on here, please don't hesitate to ask it. And if you are catching this on a replay, please comment replay or say hi in the comments so I know when this is reaching you. So today's question comes from Nadia in Queens, New York. And she says, I hear you talking about metabolic adaptation a lot. Can you explain what it is and how it works? So if you've watched any of my videos up to this point, then you probably have heard me use the term metabolic adaptation. And it's also something that I address in my coaching program. So what is metabolic adaptation? Well, the easiest and the simplest analogy that I can use is I'm in upstate New York. So if I were to head outside right now, and it's pretty cold out, it's 34 degrees out, and I were to stay out there for a half an hour with no coat on, short sleeves, what is my body going to do? Well, I'm going to start shivering. And the reason I'm shivering is my body is trying to find a state of equilibrium. It's trying to conserve heat and it's trying to keep my body temperature up. So that's the reaction. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to start shivering. The same idea applies to your metabolism and to your body. So a lot of times people will go through yo-yo diets, meaning like you're dieting and then you break for a second and then you do another one and you do another one. You keep trying things over and over because for whatever reason, you don't stick with whatever diet you're doing and you're continuously in a calorie deficit. And sometimes you're in a drastic calorie deficit. I've spoken with people who are doing 500 calories per day consistently for weeks on end and then wondering, why can I not lose weight? Well, because your body is adapting to what you're doing. So if you've been on a diet for an extended period of time, or you've been doing lots of cardio. So I've also spoken with a lot of people who do tons of spinning. They do boot camp workouts. They do HIIT workouts. They do 2 a day. So they're doing cardio in the morning and they're doing a boot camp or a HIIT workout in the afternoon. That's a lot of stress as well. And if you're somebody who's trying to lose weight, think about what you're doing. You're stressing your body by trying to remove food and remove energy and remove calories. And then you're also stressing your body by trying to perform like you're an athlete. And you're not an athlete. If you're trying to lose weight, then you shouldn't be trying to perform like an athlete because those are 2 separate avenues. You can't chase both of those goals at the same time because trying to go after fat loss means you're going to be in a calorie deficit. And being in a calorie deficit means you're not going to perform your best. And if you try to perform your best while being in a calorie deficit, chances are you're going to end up injured. You need to fuel your body to perform well. So going back to what I was saying about stressing your body, you stress your body through removing energy, removing calories, removing food. That's stress to your metabolism. Makes your adrenals work harder. Or removing food groups. Removing carbs is a form of stress. Or doing tons of cardio, lots of workouts, lots of exercise. That's another form of stress. Not getting a lot of sleep, thinking that you can get away with 3, 4, 5 hours of sleep a night, or getting really, really poor quality sleep. So if you're sleeping 6 hours a night, 7 hours a night, but you never get into deep REM sleep where your body actually heals and recovers, that's not going to help you either. Or you've got tons of stress in the form of stress at work, emotional stress. Maybe you've got a lot of home stress. These are all things that can stress your body And when you do this to your body's going to recognize it. It's not like your body has a brain. So it's not, but it's going to recognize what's going on. And it's going to adapt to what you are doing to it. So I remove energy, I increase my activity, my metabolism is going to slow down to make up for those changes to those things that I am doing. That is metabolic adaptation, when your body and your metabolism has adapted to the stress that you've placed upon it. So when that happens, and this goes a little bit further into this question, when that happens, there are two avenues, well, actually three avenues you can go. Number one is you can quit, which a lot of people do. They get frustrated, probably because they don't understand what's happening. They just think what they're doing isn't working, and they just say, screw it, and they quit. Option number two is you can go into a deeper calorie deficit, or you can increase your exercise even more. And chances are you're going to get some results when you do that. Okay. People will talk about starvation mode. That doesn't exist. There's actually people who starve, people in third world countries who are starving. So you're not going into starvation mode. What's happening is your body adapts. So you remove the calories, you go into a deeper calorie deficit, you lose some more weight, your body adapts to that new energy balance, and you're stuck again. And then you have to go even lower and go even lower. And there's going to be a floor that you reach when you continue to do that. Same thing with increasing your exercise and doing more and more. There's that adaptation. Your body's going to adapt to that. And then what are you going to do? You're going to exercise more, harder, longer. Those are the only two things you can do, is exercise longer or exercise harder. There's a cap to both of those things, unless you just don't have a job and you can exercise all day long. Option number three is you do a recovery process, a rehabilitation process, and you strategically increase your calories, increase the food that you're eating with non-inflammatory foods. You reduce metabolic stress, you rebalance your hormones, and that will put you in a position where you have more energy, your body is functioning much better, and now you can go back into a calorie deficit again. That is what you should be doing. It's also a nice psychological diet break, so that you're not always dieting and dieting and dieting. That gets old and it wears on you. You go hard for 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever it is. And whatever that stress is, you're going to need an equal dose of recovery so that your body can recover from that stress. And then you go after that goal again if you didn't already achieve it in that first phase. So hopefully you gain some value and some understanding of what metabolic adaptation is. Your metabolism is not broken, regardless of what people might try to tell you. You've likely, if you're struggling to lose weight and you're actively dieting and you're actively working out and you're just not seeing results, it's not your age. Okay, we know that metabolism does not change from the age of about 20 to the age of about 60. It's likely that you've adapted to the stress that you've placed upon your body through all of the things I mentioned: diet, exercise, sleep, and stress. So hopefully you gained some value from it. If you did, comment below, and I will be back tomorrow either answering another question, or likely another question, or I will have something else that I'm going to be talking about. I know that today was sort of a weird time. We've got a lot of people who are taking advantage of the scholarships and the partial scholarships that I awarded on Sunday. So been busy getting those people set up, but I will be back tomorrow, hopefully around 11 a.m., if not somewhere around that time. So enjoy your Tuesday, and I'll talk to you soon.